Good morning, good morning. I have 9:01, and so we're gonna call the meeting to order. We have quorum, but we're expecting, Marion and not Bill, right? Okay. All right, good morning, everybody. We had the opportunity to approve the minutes last meeting. Or approve, period.
Make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Can I get a second?
On second.
All in favor? Any additions to the agenda? See, we have closed section. Okay, and I get a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Make a motion to approve the agenda as presented. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, correspondence, public comment. Reports, director's report.
Yes, so election judges, as we've done in the past few meetings, the state board passed policy during their January board meeting that the director shall provide a vacancy report monthly to their local board of election members beginning in February. The statistical report including polling place and party breakdown by election judge type that's assigned. As of right now, our judges are still not assigned because we haven't conducted our training, but we do have 215 judges that reached out and showed interest in becoming an election judge. 94 were Democrat, 93 Republican, and 28 others. So ours are quite even in this county. Of those 215 judges that have shown interest, 167 have registered for a training class. So our training classes will be scheduled, or they are scheduled for May 1st through May 9th. So if you would like to come in and be part of our training, you guys are welcome to. The email was sent out to all 215 people, so they have all been notified about the training and have been given the opportunity to sign up for the training
That
classes.
was May 11th and
May 1st through the 9th.
first.
Correct.
Good morning.
The mayor conference, they have decided on a conference. It is going to be a one-day conference for this year. It's going to be on August 12th, and it's going to be at the BWI Marriott. So if you guys are here and would like to be in attendance, please get with me, and I'll make sure you all are registered for that conference.
It's one day, so
It's a one-day conference, yes. And then as of this week, we do have our county tech, Jim Campbell is back. And next week or the week after, depending on the training sessions, our support tech will be working with us. It's not going to be Lindsay as it was in years past. She's going to be taking on different duties for the election process. We have a nice young lady named Alexis that's going to be joining us as a support tech. And that concludes my report.
Any other questions? Okay, board council.
I have no report.
Business. Sure, this is where we bring up, but, closed session. Our last meeting, and we decided to create a memo of understanding. And in that memo of understanding, we decided that number one, any correspondence from the state that goes to for Jeff, that the board would be notified as soon as possible. That any communications with the state or any other agency will be in writing. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. And so we'll have to draw this up. But anyway, and that Jeff, or whether he's here or not, he'll give us some form of report, but it's a no report. And what else? Was there anything else that I'm forgetting? Looking at the notes from the meeting.
So we wanted to have direct contact with the commissioners.
Yes, that was the other thing. We felt like we were asking Jeff to do things outside of his, job description so that we could, so that in the future we will correspond with, we'll do our job and correspond with, the county about, in currently it's the whole building acquisition thing, so. Anybody, any discussion about that? So,
We were also concerned about, the delay response to the Maryland Election Board, which caused us to have, what?
well, I think we discussed that.
Well, I brought that up. I'll speak to that. When that came in, we had canceled the next month's meeting. And the state in the previous instance hadn't insisted it be that quick. And I thought I should consult with the board before responding. But then when I heard from Lisa Spade, she wanted a response. And my response pointed out that we had not had a meeting. And I was going to respond, notwithstanding the fact we hadn't had the meeting because they had pushed us. And so I should have called special. That's the bottom line on that. So from then, we have had a meeting like that.
Well, yeah, and I think we covered that in one of the options that we discussed was that any communications from the state will that either goes to the director or to Jeff, and the board will be notified as soon as possible. I think that's. But do we need to vote or discuss this? I'll try to draw up something official and we can sign it if necessary and vote or vote on it. And these are just highlights of what came out of the meeting. But I will try to do the actual memo to ourselves.
So when you say all correspondence, there have been times that I call top, for example, if you don't want me to communicate verbally anymore.
Yeah, we like to have it in writing, just so that we know what their response is. You know, that they have to give us a written response. If we send it to them in writing, then I think they can get it to give us.
Okay, that's fine. I just,
Yeah.
so if I get a call from Todd, for example, about to tell him, put it in writing.
Can you just shoot me an email?
Okay, I'll let you know, because don't want me to not.
Oh, no.
Okay. I'll respond in writing. If we have a oral communication, I'll put it in.
Right, or I'll shoot you an email to say what we discussed.
That's fine.
And I don't mean if it's, you know, if it's
Just so we have something to track.
issue, of course, we want your input, but if it has anything to do with the building.
That's more lobbyist anyway. That's not my
Stokes
world.
And I
Yeah.
are supposed to, you know. So,
So anyway, I'll draw up something that makes that a little more clear. I mean, I'm just kind of trying to go out some ways. Trying to remember. Anyway, so we'll just put that in. But
I'd like to just, I think also we just want to make sure that, rather than having to us verbally, it sticks in our brains. We only meet once a month. So we're not necessarily, up on what a phone call might be. Having it in writing.
have it in writing.
Helpful for us.
But if I should talk to him even on the street, I'll put it in writing and give
Yes.
it just, I'll give you the gist of what.
It might just go into your monthly report.
Because on the lobbyist side, I don't want to be a lobbyist, but if I can help the board, I want to help the board. I don't want to
Absolutely.
say, I'm sorry, I can't.
No,
I
no,
can't
no,
go.
no.
Yeah,
That's not-
no, I mean, I asked it to do that, but just, if it's a matter that the board should know about.
Okay.
And if it,
Then just,
even if it came in like today in a report, just a, paragraph report or something, it's easier for us to put.
right, anything else on that? So we'll get something together that we can vote on. And all right, any additional old business? New business? Do you guys want to report out about the, you went to the budget hearing? Anything we need?
Oh, gosh, I even forgot about that. It was very eye-opening, all right? What was the gentleman's name, the engineer?
Edgar.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So we met Lee, Marion and I, and had a nice conversation with him. We believe that the commissioners are online with us obtaining property or buildings or both. And we weren't allowed to speak, of course. They did, I thought it was interesting because Chrissy said she probably wouldn't be able to speak. But that they did call on her, the commissioners did call on her. And, she gave an update about what the state is requiring us to have. I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, I got the impression from Lee that he knew and he was involved, I learned, with this building when the board moved here. So he had all of that information as his background, which is great. We didn't know that. And so he's got it and I trust him.
Good.
Marion,
I sort of understood that he was, he felt like we had gotten put onto the legitimate,
Yes.
even though lower rung, but we were a legitimate issue up for the commissioners. And I was impressed by his enthusiasm. I don't know if it was for our benefit. I hope it was for the collective election board. But yeah, I mean, I felt like he was going to keep us informed or available to inform us and step by step.
one of the things that I'm just escaped my mind. Oh, one of my concerns had always been the timing of the whole thing, in that where the employees was the board expected to have all this movement going on prior to a major election, all right? And thanks to Chrissy, who explained, you guys moved here prior to an election. And if that did come to happen, that they'd have to move, it was not an issue, which made me feel better too, because I always felt you can't move this whole system like that, but staff says, yes, we can, because you've done it. So that was a positive. That's about it.
Yeah. Well, Chrissy, if you heard anything, and one thing that was open-ended the last time I talked to Todd was what they would do with the old board of that building.
That's out of the question now. That's not even important.
It's out of the, okay, but
As far as we're concerned.
Correct.
you found something else,
No, we haven't found any other building,
but it's out.
but that building is not.
Well, I knew it would be that building, but that site and getting the property over.
Well,
to the
that
county.
site is, they still haven't completely ruled that out, but that building is out.
Well, that's a good.
Couple interesting years ahead, huh? Okay, any other new business? disclosures.
Did
I
mine.
finished
I
mine.
finally did mine. I'm legal.
Haven't heard it.
Disclosure, your disclosure to the state ethics, yes, okay, well, we're good.
But check my email, but I didn't get a kickback. Alrighty, confirmation of the next meeting.
The next meeting is scheduled for May 21st. This will be our swearing in for our board of canvassers, so please make sure you guys are here, if possible, a few minutes early.
Alrighty, okay. Everybody all right with May 21st? All right, so we are going to move into closed session. This is to, okay, I'll just read it. A portion of the meeting will be closed in accordance with the Open Meeting Act Title that's 16, Subtitle 5, Section 3-305B, to protect the privacy or reputation of individuals concerning a matter not related to public business. Can I get a motion to close the general session? Then I'll get a motion to open us. Into the close.
I move to close the general open session.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. I get a motion to open and close.
Make a motion to open the closed meeting.
Second. All in favor?
Um,
Thank you, guys.